is the ONOC traders talking. Alright, so basically we're looking out for the NFP. It's the employment change, and it's the employment rate and non-farm employment change occurring at the same time. So it's a very tricky news release because it's two at the same time. Also at the same time we have the Canadian trade balance. Now for this recording we'll be looking at the NFP. This recording is just for educational purposes, so I will not be trading. Okay? Now, stay tuned for further instructions. So the thing is with NFP, for the most part, the technique is this. It usually goes in one direction at the time of the news release, rejects, and then heads in the opposite direction on a slower basis. Now, some people wait for the news release, see the direction of the first movement, and then trade the opposite direction, which is much safer. However, we have techniques on how to catch the first one and the second one. However, this is just to show you how NFP works. Alright, so we have a minute left. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, we have some movement occurring now. And that candlestick down there. Here we go. At the rate at which it is moving, we can tell that a lot of people are online now trading this particular news release, which is one of the reasons why we didn't go in. Okay, so wait for a certain movement, wait for the actual direction, and then trade the opposite direction. So if it goes down, wait for it to reject, and then you buy. See, it's going down now. Still not convinced that that is the direction. If it goes all the way up, convincingly, then you sell all the way down. You can sell all the way down to the entry point, or what we usually do is go halfway on whatever direction. So it's going down now. So we would buy whenever it rejects, we buy on the way up. Usually we're trading on the 50-minute chart, so usually when the new candlestick starts, which is a quarter to 7 or 6:45, that's when we go in the opposite direction. You don't have to wait that long, but that is when we are convinced that it is turning around. Okay. The previous direction was that the previous trend for the past couple hours was a downward trend, as you can see here, downward. So I figured it would go downward and then go the opposite direction. However, this is obviously being manipulated by the number of people trading this right now. Millions of people around the world are trading this right now, and many more are waiting for it to go in the opposite direction. Now, as I said, we have some techniques and some strategies that we use to mitigate risk. However, for you to get these strategies, you will have to get the fundamental course, which will be available very soon. NFP is not a game. It is not a game, and it should not be seen as such. However, looking at trading and these important news releases as a part of a game can help with your trading psychology. So if that's how you view it, that's good. It's like you master any other game. You know, if you view it as a game, then it might work for you. I actually suggest that in a lot of cases. Alright, so basically what we're seeing here now is the smallest candlestick I've ever seen on an NFP release. It's usually very, very long. However, in a case like this, we still hold. If you're selling, hold until you're convinced. Always look out for at least 50 pips. However, in a case like this, when you're seeing manipulation, it's best to close the trade and wait. Trading is about patience, family. Knowledge, execution, and definitely patience. Alright, so we're seeing a more convincing candlestick now. Still wait to see what will happen. I will check back in a few minutes. So usually during this time, we would actually go to see what the news release actually was. So here we see the forecast was 164,000. Jobs were created in the past month in the US that have nothing to do with farm workers, okay? That's what this means, non-farm employment change. And the actual release was the same as the forecast. In cases like that, it means it goes down. The previous was 193,000 or 193K, so it definitely went down. It is going down. So even now that it is released, more people are convinced that it will go down, so they're trading down. However, one of our techniques is that you wait until it goes in the next direction, okay? Employment rate actually went up, which is another reason why it's behaving like that. Now, let's see what's happened in Canada. The Canadian dollar is supposed to be going up. Canadian versus JPY, or CAD versus JPY, CAD versus USD, whichever one, or USD versus CAD rather, would be going down because the USD is the dominant one in that pair, okay? Let's see what's happening here now. See, going back to the point of entry. Alright, so my recommendation would be that for the next candlestick, I don't see it going up or much further than it is now, right? Because it's rejected down there. Usually NFP gives you at least 300 points or 30 pips in a very short time, and then reverses. Now this looks like 200 and just a few. It's going back to the point of entry, which is roughly that zone that it is in now. So let's see what will happen for the next candlestick. Alright, so for the next candlestick at 6:45, If you see it going in green, in this case we have green as a buy and orange as a sell. Now, what we want to do here is wait and wait for that candlestick. If it shows that it's going up, feel free to do some scalping for at least 20 points. But my suggestion would be to leave this one alone, okay? Right here, we see where it went down to 106,605, okay? It's not gonna pass that direction again. That's where it rejected. It is highly unlikely, I should say, that it will pass that direction. However, if you see it going down at 645 and it passes that point, then you sell as well. But you always use small lot sizes, especially in this case where there's a lot of manipulation and rejection. If you do choose to go in, my recommendation is not to. Okay? Sometimes the best thing to do is to leave a trade alone, which is what we recommend here. We keep you posted though. Alright, so we are expecting the new candlestick to come in a few seconds. The news release said this is supposed to be going down. As we said before, we figured that's much based on the trend. Okay? Now, this is some lower highs occurring. Many tops coming all the way down. And this one is no different. Okay? This will continue going down. However, if you go in, you have to watch this line. This line here that shows the end of trading. This is Friday. So if you don't get out of this trade before the week ends, the trading week ends, you'll be in this until next week. I don't know what direction it will be opening at. Understand? So here we see the new candlestick coming as predicted. It is supposed to be going down, okay? There will be some rejection, manipulation, but the definite trend will be down. It started as a sell candlestick, and it will continue as such. Based on the base of this previous one, it will continue in that direction, and the news release itself. So in this case, some scalping could be done for at least 20 pips. Okay. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll be in touch. Have a good weekend.